welcome. Welcome everyone. I've got little candles in the fireplace because we're going to be doing this full moon lunar eclipse in Libra reading. And the theme is Venus is in the house, okay? I mean, I just dropped this April reading, monthly reading, and Venus and Mars are in the house, the Emperor and the Empress. It was all beautiful. And Libra also ruled by Venus. And I brought up the Taurus vibe. Taurus also in understanding from the astrologers that there's also a conjunct. There's Mars, Venus, and Taurus in conjunction. So now Taurus also, ruled by Venus. Libra, I mean Venus in the house. And you know how I love when Venus is in the house, okay? So I'm definitely working with the Love Tarot again because it just totally did bring us two heaviest archetypes that we as humans can, become that kind of intelligence, clarity, nobleness. Of course, I'm talking about quality people, not dictators, okay? But I am going to bring the True Love Tarot out again. And then I also want to bring out the Destiny Portal because on full moons, this little card deck seems to work pretty good for me also. And then I brought out my runes because I haven't brought them out for a while in a full moon. And like I said, this was my first divination system, really, the runes. So I need to bring them out more often. And let me just put my glasses on because even back in the day, I know I've read this before, but I would write, we are here to nourish the goddess. I mean, it's so faded now, you can't see it. I believe God is a short form of the goddess. I wrote that back in 2003, it looks like. The moon draws us towards union and merging and reunion, communication, rebirth. Okay, so that's why I like to keep my runes for the mainly the full moon readings. Okay, so I have the little pouch here, and what I've chosen to do, because these cards are sort of a long read, because I do like to read from the book of this lady here, Barbara Moore, art by Jessica Galbraith. Because again, these readers do channel, and even though I have my interpretation, I enjoy both interpretations. So that's how we'll go for it, okay? All right, so let me just get comfortable, position myself here. Again, let's take our deep breaths, okay? Take deep breaths, and again, with Venus in the house, it's all about, that love factor, my friends, okay? And for those of you in wonderful relationships, give extra hugs this full moon to your loved ones, no doubt about it. I feel that extremely importante. Also, if you are single, love yourself, give yourselves huge hugs of love. Okay, really, you can't exude out that love unless you don't love you, okay? So, do something nice for yourself, whatever that is. And if you are, seeking relationship, do a little love spell there. Just make this all about the word love, okay? And love is all that matters. Okay, so let's see. This is a huge, very powerful transformation. I mean, and just we had the new moon in Pisces, another solar eclipse, pure power. So in just 3-4 weeks here, it's just been, crazy good, crazy good. But you gotta be in tune and feel the crazy good, okay? So, put yourselves out there, talk to spirit. I'm gonna pick 7 of these cards. Okay, this card's just standing up there, so I'm gonna give that as a bonus. Okay. So let's, just think about love, really. That's going to heal this planet, and the only way we can heal is with love. And even those who, send a lot of love out to family, and you're always taking care of others, I think that's a beautiful virtue. But if you're not giving that same intense love back to yourself, surrounding your own aura with the own love you send out, and you know what I mean, some of you who always give too much, and people take, and you're depleted. Well, none of that anymore, okay? We are most definitely going to love ourselves. Take time for ourselves. Make time for ourselves, okay? And again, go into that quiet time, that quiet power, okay? Quiet power. And, okay, there you go. I have 7. Okay, and then we'll pick 2 as a pairing for the Destiny's Portal, and I'll close with the 1 rune from my book of runes, my Viking runes. Yes. Okay, this one right here. Okay, my dears, let us see how the reading will unfold. Much love to everyone, okay? All right, so, and we'll leave that as the bonus card at the end, okay? Well, looky here, we open with the luck card already. Major Arcana, we shall accept that, right? Yes, yes, yes. One of my Tiki readings came out with, have great luck. You will have great luck, great luck. So, most definitely we accept that joyously. Yes, we do. The Wheel of Fortune has arrived. Now, the wheel is constantly turning. That's why sometimes we can have that best of luck, and sometimes it's not so lucky, but it keeps revolving. And that's why we think positive, to keep it as just as it came out. The Wheel of Fortune. My High Priestess has come back to back. She came out yesterday, and she's here for her full moon in the Venus power. Yes, she is. Beautiful. The intuition, you see, they want us to start just working with intuition. Don't even question it anymore. Do not question the intuition. You just start living by it. Okay? Even if it doesn't make sense. Spirit sometimes doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. You don't know why you have to go through these, moments of displeasure or moments of trial and tribulations, but when you come to a point of awareness that, and if you follow Spirit, you'll always, find the way, okay? That's what I was saying in the reading for April. If you ever feeling down a little bit, you don't go into depression, because that's why we go in to the unknown zone to tap the Spirit, and let them give you the guidance, okay? And that's what we trust. We trust that intuitive sign, the signs, the voices, the feelings. If it makes you feel good, then you know it's going on right. Even if things are coming your way not right, just pray intuitive spirit, okay? She came back twice, and the other deck was the Gilded Tarot. She came from the Gilded Tarot. Now she's here with the Love Tarot, because we have a Venus in the house. Oh, my Lord, I'm already getting jacked up, people. And Luna's here. Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta knock on some wood. My. I've been praying a lot, my friends. No doubt about it. And I can speak these words. You have to shut the channels down, the technology off, and you have to start praying and hearing the messages, because they want this for us. We have High Priestess and then Luna for this most powerful full moon in Libra with Venus in the house, and Mars and Venus conjuncting Taurus, and Venus rules Taurus. I'm even, sometimes I shouldn't, but I do. I sometimes am amazed, and I just love it so much. And that's why just let go of the past, my friends. Don't even think about it twice where you're moving forward to. Just believe. Believe in spirit. Because when they want to tell you things, now I divinate through tarot, but you'll have your way, okay? Whether it's your own cards or whether maybe you're clairvoyant, okay? You hear things. Please start listening to your intuition and stop guessing yourself, okay? I can say that. I'm in my 50s. It took me a long time. Oh, my Lordy. And look at this beautiful Queen of Cups here, the Queen of Shells. My goodness, we've had just 3 major arcanas and now court cards. And she is the empath. She can speak of this because she is a sensitive. She is also very intuitive. That's her emotions. She gives everything out. She's sensitive. She's empathic. And sometimes some people, yes, can take a little more advantage of her than compared to, let's say, the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Fire. But nonetheless, she brings the beauty of intuition, sensitivity, feeling things out, using your heart, coming from your heart source. And that really is the key. Love from the heart. And the heart, that love that beats in that heart will exude out. And that's how the spirit sees, oh, this is a loving person. This is a nice person. This is beautiful. And that's how we connect in the spirit world, okay? Oh my goodness, you can tell I'm excited. 4 of Gems. Okay, now we've got some earth sign here, some coins, pentacles, and the 4s here says possessiveness. Okay, now that's one thing, that's sort of like a negative vibe, okay? We don't want to be possessive. We don't want to be a hoarder. We don't want to be anything that takes energy away from you, okay, in negative ways. And now 4s is a stability number, okay? But just don't, money comes and money goes. Resources come, resources go. But we put it up to the universe to provide, okay? All right? And sometimes things happen. None of us pray for a hurricane to come in Florida, but it happens. And we deal with it, okay? And this is how life is. But don't add extra to it, okay? So don't bring mental thoughts, okay? Even though this is the earth sign, but mentally, for some of you who kind of, are nickel and dimers and money, money, money is the game. Well, I bet some of you don't have money because you think like that. And I'm not trying to say that in a mean way. I'm saying that in an honest way. Okay, well, here we go. The coins are speaking again. Make that change, okay? The balance number 2 is here. Make a change from being possessiveness to make a change to being open to spirit's resources, being open to spirit at their will. We work together, okay? But they definitely have the invisible map. Spirit does. And that map leads to HEAVEN and the glory of the heavens. Okay? So get out of those mental thoughts. Yes, we need money to pay bills. Yes. But if you worry about it, for example, I just met somebody who was telling me about their mother is so sick to, she's in a retirement home now, sick to her stomach because she's always, penny pincher, wouldn't spend a lot of money, but waiting to leave it to her children. And then some man who was helping her, a housemate kind of thing, because the laws of the universe, she worried about saving money to leave for her children, that this person came into her house, befriended her, obviously a con man, and she put him in the will and he took all the money. He was the beneficiary of things. And the children didn't know because she wasn't inciting with them. Anyway, that it just makes sense that you let the universe open doors. Let the universe bring the flow. Okay? Yes, we got to work for things. I'm not saying, you know, we just sit around and everything comes to you. But be positive on how it comes to you. Boy, another major arcana. And look at this. This is what I would love. My next word was going to say, you know, make that determination that you are going to move forward with spirit. And look at this. Here it is. Flying high on the Pegasus in the cosmic realm. And it's coming true, okay? Everything's coming true, my friends. Just stay strong. Look at all these major arcana cards. Oh my. And Mermaid Dreams. What a beautiful card. Beautiful card. Oh, beautiful card. My. Yes, that's one reason I like this oracle here, because it has the Fae, it has the mermaids, it has just really neat stuff. I really like it. I don't use it that much, but I do like it. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for the, oh, that's the Mystic Mermaid. Okay, Mermaid Dreams. Do you remember your dreams? Dreams are one way the universe sends messages, but with the blare of the alarm clock, the dream vanishes and our message is lost. Every day we are swamped with communication. These days we are rarely unavailable. Cell phones with voicemail, texting, and email are common. Who can get along without one, right? The internet, TV, and even movie theaters throw messages, usually commercials, at us. Someone always wants to tell us something. With all that chatter, it's no wonder we have a hard time hearing messages from the universe. My. Did you hear that? With all that chatter, it's no wonder we have a hard time hearing messages from the universe. We know that if we tune into the flow of the earth and nature, we can find guidance and wisdom to help us in our daily lives. The universe speaks to us in many ways. For example, through our dreams and through our intuition. The trouble is we usually can't hear it. Or if we do hear our intuition, often we don't trust it. My friends, this is what we're just talking about. Oh my goodness. It's easy to discount it. When someone asks why about something and you say it was just a hunch, rolling eyes can be the response. We don't always feel confident in our intuition as a means of making decisions. We often feel more comfortable if we have some sort of face to base it on, some sort of fact to base it on. But by discounting our dreams and intuition, we miss out on useful information and we sell ourselves short. We sell ourselves short. This mermaid, lost in the midst of her daydreams, has no trouble whatsoever hearing her intuition or remembering her dreams. She rests calmly on a crescent moon. The moon is, of course, associated with dreams and intuition. Although her eyes are open, she is focused inward. The sea around her is quietly and gently flowing around, just enough to sway and relax her, but not enough to be distracting. Her long hair is laced with strings of pearls, softly white and luminous like the moon, representing all the pearls of wisdom she has gathered in just such quiet moments. Now, please, my friends, do not deny this message now. Please, turn off the technology. Please. Oracle message. At this time, pay special attention to your dreams. If you do, you will find messages and inspiration. Keep a dream journal by your bed so you can write down dreams during the night. You can find the answer to your question, the perfect gift idea for someone, or a design idea for a project you're working on. Heed your intuition as well. The more you use it, the more you will grow to trust it. Your intuition is a great tool. It has access to knowledge that you cannot know with logic and is connected with the flow of the universe. So much awesomeness and brilliance lies hidden there. Tap into it. Exclamation mark. Tap into it. And look, I've never even read this card before, because when I write a card, I definitely look into it. Wow. Love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, let me go to the next card now. Beautiful. And you know how I adore my mermaids. Renaissance rose. Well, yes, yeah. Okay, hold on. If yes, Renaissance rose. I have read about her because she came out on my birthday, so she's interesting. Yes, she is. Renaissance means rebirth or revival. It is similar to a transformation, but there is a difference. Revival focuses on bringing back something that was. In the course of bringing something back, that something clearly will be changed because of the passage of time and because we are seeing it with different eyes. It will still retain something of its original nature, but it may be altered. A transformation indicates a more complete change. Something turns into something else. Sometimes things you love pass from your life to you. Sometimes things you love pass from your life, or you let them go to make way for new things. You may lose interest in a hobby, lose touch with a friend, drop a habit, or stop a particular practice. At some point in the past, those things added to your life. Did they leave your life because they no longer brought you joy? Or was there some other reason? How would your life be different if they didn't leave? What would it be like if they returned? Our Renaissance Rose Fairy invites us to explore the idea of lost and rediscovered love. The red jewels on her headpiece show her intent and focus. She is thinking about things she loves or loved. The rose in her hand symbolizes love. Petals fall from her fingertips, indicating the loss of things that she loved. The moths nearby remind her of changes that occur when something is lost. Changes in herself, her life, and the people, things, or activities that are now gone from her. And that's all right, my friends. Oracle message. There's something from your past, distant or recent, that you've lost. Maybe it moved out of your life quite by accident, or perhaps you consciously moved it out. Whatever it is time to bring it back in some form. There is a hole, a lack of balance in your life, and this is the thing that needs to be there. It may not be exactly the same as the last time it was in your life, or it may be exactly the same, and it is you who are different. In any event, there will be a comfortable familiarity as well as a magical time of getting reacquainted. Okay, well, we know about these full moons. We let and release, right? We let it go. Five of Roses. We got some fire competition here. God. Okay, but you know, my friends, it is. Let's compete with ourselves in the respect to see how good we can attain our competition. Okay, shut the chatter. Don't compete with the chatter of the technology. Go into silence. Okay, go into the silence now. That's how we're gonna grow fast. I mean, really, this universe is coming in with glorious energies. Totally. I mean, like, I even these last couple of weeks here are just amazing me. And I did some videos that were like major cosmic events, and this is a beautiful one. Okay, well, I want to say this is. I don't want to say FEHU, but I don't know. Oh my Lord. Let's see. Possessions. What's the name of this rune? I'm not. Yeah, it is FEHU. FEHU. Beautiful. Beautiful. FEHU is here. Wow. This is a powerful one. This is so powerful. This rune right here, FEHU. Oh boy. I'm all jacked up, people. I'm sorry. This rune is so powerful that in the Mayan calendar, this starts every cycle, the FEHU. Every, when is it? I think it was every 13 weeks, the Mayan goes through a cycle, and it's FEHU starts it at each time. FEHU is a rune of fulfillment, ambition satisfied, love shared, rewards received. It promises nourishment from the most worldly to the sacred and the divine. For if the ancient principle, as above, so below, holds true, then we are also here to nourish God. This rune calls for a deep probing of the meaning of profit and gain in your life. Look with care to know whether it is wealth and possessions you require for your well-being, or rather self-rule and the growth of a will. Now, isn't that, we were just talking about, don't get, you know, with the money, right? Possessiveness with the money. And so don't be possessive about possessions, okay? I'm going to repeat that one. A rune calls for deep probing of the meaning of profit and gain in your life. Look with care to know whether it is wealth and possessions you require for your well-being, or rather self-rule and the growth of a will. Another concern of FEHU is to conserve what has already been gained. This rune urges vigilance and continual mindfulness, especially in times of good fortune, for it is then that you are likely to collapse yourself into your success on the one hand, or behave recklessly on the other. Enjoy your good fortune, and we have the Wheel of Fortune on our table. Enjoy your good fortune and remember to share it, for the mark of the well-nourished self is the ability and willingness to nourish others. And I wrote in my own handwriting, FEHU is flaming abundance that initiates the throne. Okay, I wrote that in my own handwriting in red. FEHU is the flaming abundance that initiates the throne. So sometimes people, I write things, I don't even know what I'm writing. Okay, so now I can, and I wish I would have dated it. See, now I know that this has to be sort of old writing because I date everything now. Well, there you go. So why I wrote it, I'm not sure. I must have. FEHU is flaming abundance that initiates the throne. Well, there's a throne with an emperor and empress on it for the month of April here. We've got this most powerful full moon in Libra about love and Venus. My dears, show some love to Venus. Get out there. Go outside on this full moon. Make it happen. Make it happen. I mean, and this, again, even the Mayans used this rune, okay? It's amazing. Amazing. Okay. Oh, I love you all. Take care. Ciao.